Hello, hello. I'm speaking quiet because the baby, she's waking up. Boo. She's had a good nap. Oh, she's so adorable, guys. So amazing. All right, hopefully you guys can hear me. I know I'm being a little quiet. Diane, she's waking up. Okay. All right. Hello. I am here to help you guys all pass your insurance exam. I'm going to go live on TikTok as well. Okay. Yes. Perfect. Okay. Join me live on YouTube. Okay. Okay. Hello, everybody. Let me know if you can see me, if you can hear me. We are live here on YouTube to help you guys pass your insurance exam. And on TikTok, hello, TikTok, if you're down there, we are live on, yes, okay, perfect, Brittany, thank you, I'm so excited. All right, so I am here, Melissa, your insurance exam queen. I am here to make sure you can pass your insurance exam with ease and confidence. The best way that I can do that is if you go to my website, you go to insuranceexamqueen.com, and at the top, we have property, casualty, or life or health. Click that, click on recommendations, scroll down to your state and read what is most important in your state. And then underneath that, I show you how I can help you pass the exam. The number one best way I can help you pass is with my Gold Class Series package. So the courses that you generally guys have to take, Excel, Kaplan, 80 Bank, or whoever it is, their courses can be really difficult, hard to get through, not easy to understand. And I have created videos that go along with those courses to help you learn the information in a way that is easy to understand, easy to make sense, memorize stuff. I sink information into your brain, and I've created that with the Gold Class Series. I'm on YouTube. If you guys want to go to YouTube, we're going to play a game on YouTube. I've created the Gold Class Series package, which is all the most common, most tested topics in a way that is easy to understand, in a way that makes sense. That is available for purchase on my website. It is $97, gives you 100 days access, which is an amazing deal because it's valued at over $5,000 when you look at everything that's available in there. And so check that out at insuranceexamqueen.com. Also, make sure you're joining our Facebook group. So we have a Facebook study group where you can come in, ask questions, receive support. And it's an amazing place to be. I love hanging out in that group. So many supportive people helping you pass the exam. You can post questions. You can ask for motivation. I mean, you can ask for a study buddy. There's all kinds of stuff available in the Facebook group. And in fact, also in the Facebook group, we have the all the state outlines. So when you're taking a test for a state, there is a document that says you will be tested on this concept, and here are all the terms that you need to know underneath that concept. So like it'll say policy provision and contract law, and then it'll list out all the things that are important for policy provision and contract law. We have every state outline available on the Facebook study group. So if you want to know exactly how many points percentage comes from each section, and you want to know what topics come from each section, you can download that study. You can download the state exam outline at insurance exam in the Facebook study group. Okay. So again, if you guys are down here on TikTok, hello, I'm watching the YouTube screen. I haven't figured out how to stream all in one place. I know there's things to do it, but I've never set it up yet. So we got two devices. We got you down there on the phone. We got the computer up here on YouTube. And if my other phone was charged, I would turn on Instagram. I would rather buy 5 laptops than to figure out how to stream all at once in one place. I am not the technology person. I am the teach the exam person. All right. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to run through some questions here. PICA to X20, are vocabulary important to know, like all the words in insurance or just some? Yes. Vocabulary is very important, and it's like the foundation of what you need to know. You need to know insurance is a transfer of risk. You need to know that risk is the uncertainty or chance of loss. You need to know that hazards increase the chance of a loss. You need to know that there are three hazards: physical, moral, and morale. You need to know that a physical hazard is things that you can see and touch. You need to know that a moral hazard is someone who lies. You need to know that a morale hazard is someone who has a sense of carelessness, whatever. There's definitely a lot of definitions that you need to know. You need to know what a declaration page is. You need to know what a benefits guide is, depending on what exam you're taking. Like, you definitely need to have a solid foundation of the words and the definitions. And that's why on the YouTube channel, there is two videos called General Insurance. One is General Insurance Memorization, where I literally repeat the definition of the general. There's a chapter on state outlines called General Insurance. And all those words, I repeat them to you so that you can memorize them. And then I have another video called General Insurance Conversational, where I talk about it and explain it. And those are videos that you can watch. Her says none of those were on my exam. Yeah, the risk, hazards, peril, those are for the property and casualty exam, not necessarily the life and health exam. And it depends on what state you're in. Not every state, some states do general insurance for life and health, but not a lot of the states do life and health. It depends. You got to check the outline. So if you go to the Facebook study group, you can pull the outline and you will see if general insurance is there or not. Only about 25% of states need general insurance for life and health. Most life and health, you don't need the state. Pearson is better. Your state chooses if you use Pearson or PSI. So that's not something you can choose. Your state will choose. Yes, I know StreamYard. I've heard of that. I just have not set it up yet. All right. Let me go through the questions. I'm kind of skipping some, but let me go. Okay. I passed. Kim Hop passed because of gold. Fantastic. Thank you. And we are on the cusp. Literally, we have 1,999 reviews on Google. We are going to hit the 2,000 mark today. I'm super excited. You guys are amazing. Having Google reviews is so important because it lets other people know that we are a valid source for helping people study the exam. And so I'm super excited for every single one of you that has ever left a 5-star review. I generally will ask you to leave one after you passed so you can give a true, rating. But anyway, I'm super excited about that. There's so much amazing magic happening in the insurance exam queen world, and it's fantastic. Let's see. Key piece. So I passed because you video. Key protection. Struggling with getting in the business. I have my life, health, and PC. Key protection. Join Insurance Sales Queen on Facebook. That is a group that is going to help you learn how to sell and how to get leads and stuff. And in fact, I'm super excited. I have to write a forward for a book today. She has announced it on her page, so I'm not spilling any beans. But Malia Rogers has written a book. She's an insurance agent. She has a very successful Medicare agency in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. And she has written a book about how to have your own leads and how to generate your own leads and how to do it in an organic way by connecting with people. And she has written this incredible book on how to do it. I got to read the book, so I got a sneak peek of the book. It is amazing, and I cannot wait to really share it with you guys. And when I mean like share it, like I'm going to sell it to y'all because this is the most amazing book ever in terms of networking and connecting with people. So if you're struggling to get leads and get business, this book is going to be your answer on how to do that. And so you can check her up on Facebook, Malia Rogers. But we will, and she's also in the Facebook study group, and that will be, I'm very excited. She's launching it I don't know exactly the date, but I'm very excited for her, and that's going to be really super amazing. But there is organic ways of getting leads, of getting business. Scott, hey Scott, hello, finally taking New Jersey Life on Friday, and he is also in Magic Money. So one of the other things I do, and this is what's behind me, is so I have the Insurance Exam Queen business, which if you don't know, I mean, obviously you guys know it's all about, and by the way, TikTok, we're up here in YouTube. That's where I'm checking out all the comments. So come to YouTube. So if you guys know, the Insurance Exam Queen is all about helping you guys pass the insurance exam with ease and confidence. We have over now 2,000 5-star reviews on Google. I built this business from January 2022, which means this business is 2.5 years old. in that time, we have scaled to over $1 million in business. I have created an amazing business where it provides such immense value to you guys and also an income for my life and my family. And I've done this by working on my beliefs around money and like how I think about money, how I talk about money. And because of that, and so many people ask me, how the heck did you go from YouTube channels are supposed to take a really long time to get successful. And I didn't even follow all of the rules. And our YouTube channel just blew up and my business just blew up. And so much of what I did to make that happen was my mindset and my belief system about money. And so many people were asking me, how'd you do it? What was going on? And I was like, okay, I just need to start helping these people too. So I started a second YouTube channel called Melissa May Dillon, where I talk about life, I talk about money, I talk about building a business, I talk about manifesting, I talk about all kinds of stuff. And one of the things that I offer from that is the Magic Money membership. So this is a $33 a month membership where you hang out with me in a Facebook group and we talk all things money, manifesting, creating a life that you love and enjoy. And a lot of people get like hot seat coaching and there's this cool stuff. We've got Q&As, we got all kinds of things. Scott has joined that membership. He is ready to stop the cycle of working for someone else, building up someone else's income. He wants to have his own amazing business, his own amazing way of bringing in money. And so he joined the Magic Money group paired with his licensing exam so that he can really hit the ground running and bring in the dough, bring in the money. And so I'm super excited about that. Scott, we are sending you all the loves and all the vibes to pass your exam on Friday. And it's awesome to have you in the Magic Money membership. If you're interested in the Magic Money membership, check out Melissa May Dillon on YouTube, or you can just go to melissamaydillon.com. Just took a test today. How'd you do, TS? Flower Child, hi, please. Can you see this XO? Love all you do. Yes, I can see it. Scott, TS, Amanda, Connecticut. Anyone from New York? Okay. Pika, she has great general insurance. All yes. Woo, so many comments. Okay. All right, I got lost in the comments. How do you advise for memorization? Definitely my Gold Class Series package is the best way to learn what you need to learn for the exam. We have Gold Property and Casualty, and we have Gold Life and Health. It teaches you all the most common, most tested topics throughout for every state. Gold works for every single state. The one thing we don't specifically hit on, we do cover state regulations. Every package I do have bronze and silver as well, but gold is definitely the best. If you can go for gold, go for gold. Every class series has a state regulations class where we talk about all the same stuff. Every state has a Department of Insurance. Every state has a person who runs the Department of Insurance. Every state has unfair trade practices like misrepresentation, rebating, all that stuff. I cover all of that. What I don't specifically cover is each individual state has specific state laws that matter to them. And I don't cover that stuff. You get that stuff from your state approved course like Excel, Kaplan, 80 Bank, or whoever it is you use. But that's the one and only thing. But gold will cover all the other major stuff. For some states like Arizona, where state law is only 5%, you don't even need to worry about state law. Some other states like Virginia, it's like 30% state law. Oregon, Washington, those ones are heavy for state law. And so you will need to be a little bit heavier in state law, but gold works for pretty much everybody in every state for all the major tested topics. State law would be the one thing in some states that you really got to hit hard on. Okay, and you guys are down there on the TikToks. I am on YouTube. I don't know if I can follow both comments, but you guys are asking some questions here on the TikTokies. But if you guys can join me on the YouTube, that would be better. Don't tell TikTok. I'm directing you somewhere else. Anyway, okay, so Pennsylvania Life and Health. Okay, one thing too is a lot of people you are saying the state and your exam. The best way, again, go to insuranceexamqueen.com. I think I could do it here. Let's play around with my board. I haven't quite used my board yet in all ways. Oh, that's because my microphone. Yeah, you guys cannot hear me, but I will hold it. I need some desk organization. Okay, so if we go Chromium, I think that's my web browser. Perfect. Okay, so we go to insurance. I'll spell it right. Exam. And look at me holding my pencil for nothing, but I love holding it. insuranceexamqueen.com, right? Hopefully it goes. Is it going to go? Sometimes you have to put the HTTP. There we go. Okay. So this is the website. This is the insuranceexamqueen.com. Whether you have any intention of spending money or not, you got to come to this website because it has incredibly amazing free resources. So anyone in studying their insurance exam got to come to insuranceexamqueen.com. Okay. Along the top here are tabs. And I know it looks like it might be kind of hard to see. But we've got home, we've got property casualty, life or health, adjusting, live classes and tutoring, resources, and support. What you want to do is pick your state. So like, let me look at the chat box. T Hall says for Ohio PC. Okay. So he's doing property and casualty. So we're going to click property and casualty. And then the first thing is recommendations. So you're going to click that. Then it tells you a little bit about, will this work for your state? Yes, I just told you it does. It works in every single state. If you want to read about how I know that and why I know that, it's right there. Then just in case you guys don't know, some states have requirements where you are required to take a state approved course or not. You can, oh, you guys can't see me here on the tiki-takis. You can read if there is state required approval or not. But the main thing I want you to scroll down to is your state. So we said Ohio. So we're going to scroll down to Ohio, which is an O. So it's going to be after M's and N's. Okay. And then we click on Ohio. And then here I've got, you can either download a PDF where it's like in a file that you can save to your computer and keep it, or you can just read it right here. And I give you most important things to know: general insurance, PC basics, dwelling, homeowners, and auto. And then I tell you that these categories require memorization of names, amounts, some math, and a working understanding of how that type of insurance works. I break it down a little bit to tell you how important each topic is, what a little bit that you need to know. And then I explain how I can best help you with that. First thing we have is platinum. And I don't know if we're raising the price on platinum. It's going to be, right now it's $390. It might have already been raised. I don't remember. Let me see if I click on it. We are raising the price. The platinum is a way of talking to me. It is right now it's $397. It is going to be increased to $597 or $697. I forget. But platinum is your way of talking to me. So if you're like, I just need to be able to ask Melissa questions. I need to be able to message her and say, Melissa, I am studying for homeowners. The video says this. I'm reading this text. It doesn't make any sense. Please help me understand this. And I will go blah, 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 in a Telegram support group chat where I explain this information to you. That is what platinum is for. It's to be able to talk to me. But platinum also includes, where do we go? Somehow we got out of here. Okay. Platinum also includes everything else. So with platinum, you get the ability to talk to me and ask me questions as you are studying directly from me. So if you're like, I want to talk to Melissa, that's what platinum is. And it's $397 right now, but it is going up. I forget the exact date because I'm not the one running the websites and all the things to figure out exactly when that's happening, but the price is increasing. So jump on it now because it still shows us $397. So platinum is your ability to talk to me. We're in a chat support group where you can ask me questions and get support. And I'm pretty quick with it. Yeah, I have typical businessly hours during the day, but I've been known to answer questions at midnight, 3 a.m. Because, life with a baby. After that, we have property and casualty gold. Now, gold is 90. There's two of them. Technically, you can do gold at a minimum is what I would recommend for everybody. If you can get gold, that is the sweet spot. Okay. Gold is the most common, most tested topics in all the states. So when we up here said you need to know general, PC basics, dwelling, homeowners, auto, we are going to have the best videos for all of that in gold. Okay. And gold is about 30-ish hours of video. For life and health is a little bit different, but 30-ish hours of video of me teaching in a classroom type style. I'm drawing notes. I'm sharing little memory tricks and little memorizations. I'm drawing out charts and graphs and pictures so that you can understand this visually, mentally. We even add some emotions in there. I do some weird dances so that you guys can remember this stuff. And that's what's available in gold. Now, that's the PEC Gold, and you can click that link. It'll take you to gold to buy it. Now, some people really love, you guys really love practice questions. So we do have a gold plus quizzes and exam bundle that you can purchase, and it just gives you extra practice questions. Gold does come with some questions, but if you want extra practice questions, we have the exam bundle. The exam bundle plus gold is $137. Gold by itself is $97. And then we have silver, which is about 14 hours of video. These are still like teaching you the information. It's just not nearly as in depth as gold. I like to say that silver is a review of the material and gold is teaching the material. Silver is 57, and we have these for life and health as well. So everything I'm saying works for life and health too. And then we have bronze, and bronze is $27. It's about 8 hours of video. It's like a quick, very quick, simplest review of the material. And then we sell the practice exams separately if you want those, but I would not encourage. I only offer because you guys have begged and pleased. Some people have like, just give me practice questions. I'm like, it's not the best way to learn, but if you guys want them, here they are. Gold is the absolute very best. If you can get gold, you're perfect. Now, let's say you're like, I can't afford the $97 gold. That's fine. Get the $27 bronze, watch all the videos. If you feel like you need more, there is a coupon inside of bronze that will allow you to upgrade to silver and then to gold. So that could be like a payment plan. If you're like, can you give me a payment plan? The payment plan is buy bronze, upgrade to silver, upgrade to gold, and you're paying 27, another 30, another 40, something like that, whatever the math is. You're making payments towards gold, and then you can have the gold. Now, gold will give you everything else automatically. Like if you buy bronze, you just get bronze. If you buy gold, you get gold, silver, and bronze. So you have extra videos to review. Most people just need to watch the gold videos, but if you want extra review or you want another way of explaining it or you want to hear it a little bit differently, you can watch silver and bronze as well. And then platinum is all of it. So platinum's going to give you gold, silver, bronze, and all the quizzes and the ability to talk to me. And again, the price on that is increasing, I believe, either this week or sometime next week. I don't know exactly when. I honestly don't remember, but it still is showing up as $397. So I would lock that in ASAP if you want to be able to chat with me. And it's better than tutoring in my mind because tutoring requires you to sit down for like 1 hour, and do all these stuff where that's not natural to studying. With the Telegram support chat, you get to just ask me questions as you're going throughout your day or as things pop up, you just get to ask me questions. So that's the Telegram support group. Now, let's say you're like, I have no money for nothing. I want to pass my exam. I've already spent a ton of money. Please, dear God, help me. That is the resources tab. So under the resources, we have free study resources. And you can scroll down, you can click, you can put all exam resources, property and casualty, personal line resources, or life and health resources, but you can just scroll down. So one, we tell you about the YouTube channel. If you're not already there, you should, all of you right here are there. But if you're down here, you're on the Tiki-Talkies, go up to the YouTube channel. They have the Insurance Exam Queen channel. We have the study group. So this is the link to the study group on Facebook. You do have to answer questions. So when you join the Facebook study group, it's going to ask you what state, what exam, and you have to hashtag, like if you're in Arizona, you have to hashtag Arizona, hashtag property casualty PC, so we know what state you're taking. And every time you post, you need to put your hashtags so that way we have like a running log of things. Like this group has been active for like 2 years. And so if you go in the group and you search Arizona, AZ, you will see multiple posts about people in Arizona, and you can get specific help for your specific state because there are some differences. So that's why we require the hashtags. You have to also read the group description, and inside the group description is a secret word. It says secret word is, and then you have to put that in. So we want to make sure you read the group descriptions. So that is the Facebook group. And then we also have Kahoot games. And I want to play one today. If we have time, we'll see. We're already 30 minutes in. The Kahoot games are basically practice questions in a game format. How fun is that? It even sings and dances for you. These are all free. Everything here is free for you. So you can play the Kahoot games. You will need to, that's annoying. You will need to create an account on Kahoot. You got to create a login. But once you have the login, you click that link and you'll be able to play my games. It doesn't require money. So sometimes Kahoot is like, buy this. You don't need to buy nothing. Skip to the part where it says, I need this for free. I don't need to pay for anything. Then after that, we have notes. And these are notes, like inside the property and casualty one is a 13-page document on dwelling and homeowners in my language, in a way that makes sense. So you can get those notes here. We have property casualty notes, personal line notes, and then we have the life and health notes. And then a lot of you take life and health separately. So we have just life, just health to make it easy on you. And that's all available under the resources tab. So whether or not, I mean, gold is definitely like the most clear-cut way of like learning the information. But if you still need, if you can't get the 97, whatever, we've got the free resources. So you should definitely be going to insuranceexamqueen.com though and checking everything out, especially reading what is most important in my state. Now, the other thing, I know I'm not logged into Facebook here, and I don't want to do that on the screen. I'll do that next time. But the Facebook study group has the state outline for all the states. I think I could probably get one real quick here because some of you guys really freaking struggle with figuring out how to get your state exam. So let me just show you how easy this can be, but many of you struggle anyway. Maybe it's just because I Google it all the time. Like I know exactly what I'm looking for, but really all you have to do, like if you're not in the Facebook group, so let's say we do Colorado, actually we were doing Ohio before, right? Ohio property and, shoot, I hit the wrong button. Oh, it took me to a Google form. Okay. Maybe this isn't the best idea. Property. Oh, wait, dang it. Ohio. I can, let me make this easier on myself instead of craning my neck. Okay. Property. Oh, look, ERDI. Property and casualty. Insurance exam content outline. So it's just a PDF. Ohio even has it right there. So this is the entire guide, but the exam content outlines is on page 11. I know exactly where to look because I'm so familiar with these. But if we go to page 11 on here, right here. So here's the content outline. Okay. I scrolled too fast, too quick. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. All right. Exam content outlines. So where my website will give you a general description without getting too crazy wordy about everything, the exam content outline breaks down specifically each chapter and then what's under that chapter. I don't know. Let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see it a little bit better. Okay. So right here, it usually always almost starts with life and health. So if you're property casualty, you're going to need to scroll down a little bit. But it tells you the exam is 150 questions, is 2.5 hours. And then it tells you insurance regulation. So this is the insurance regulation chapter. These are the specific state laws that you need. It'll say section 1 is licensing. You need to know about the maintenance and duration of your license. You need to know about licensing requirements. You need to understand resident versus non-resident. You need to know if you have a change in name, address, or email or telephone number that you have to notify the director within 30 days. You have to know about renewals and non-renewals. You need to know about a temporary license. Now, let's say you're like, technically this information comes like this is the title, but how do I know what information goes with that? You could Google search these state laws. Like if you were to copy that and do Ohio state law and then put that number in, it should populate for you the exact state law that this is referencing. And so you could study every single state law yourself without using a state approved course. But most state approved courses just have this all typed out for you, like with the paragraph of information that explains it. But anyway, so that's state law.
And then, so let's say we look at, so general insurance. General insurance is a chapter in Ohio. It makes up 5% of the exam. However, so some people will say, well, 5% is so small, but it is the foundational chapter for everything else. And so you do want to actually know general insurance. But see how it says you need to know the definition of risk. You need to know the definition of exposure. You need to know hazard. You need to know peril. You need to know loss. You need to know methods of handling risk. You need to know avoidance. You need to know retention. You need to know sharing. You need to know reduction. These are all the things that I teach in the Gold Class Series package so that you can learn these things. And I teach it in a way that makes sense. It's easy to understand. We talk about hazard. A hazard is something that increases your chance of a loss. It makes a chance way more likely. I give you examples of hazards. I break it down for you. We even have, so right here is the methods of handling risk. If you notice, it's STARR. So I made up a little thing called STAR. I am a star at handling risk. I share my risk. I transfer my risk. I avoid my risk. I retain my risk. I reduce my risk. And then I teach you what each of those things mean. But when you're sitting down to take the test and there's like a bajillion things you need to know, and the silly little thing goes, oh, star. I remember stars, share, T, transfer. Like that's the kind of things that help you recall the information so that when you're sitting down to take this test and you have to study all this stuff, you're like, Melissa made that stupid little thing. I am a star at handling risk. And now I remember that this is the answer I need to choose. And so that's how it helps you with passing the exam. So all of these content outlines, I just Googled this one quickly and popped it up. But some of you really struggle with Googling and finding these because if you don't know exactly what you're looking for, it could be a little bit tricky. But all of these content outlines for every state is in our Facebook group. So if you join the study Facebook group and you go to the files section, so if you're on the computer, it's easy to see files. If you're on your phone, you actually have to like scroll on the top, but it's there, I promise. Just look around, click files, you'll find it. And so we have every state content outline on there. All right, let me scroll through some questions here to see if there's any that I haven't really answered yet. We do not have a phone number for support. I'm not able. Okay, so you have to email us, support@insuranceexamqueen.com. We do not have the capacity for a call center phones right now. Any good Quizlets you guys recommend? I don't recommend Quizlet. The reason I don't recommend Quizlet is because anybody can upload any question and it may not be good. There's no confirmation that the questions on Quizlet are actually valid and actually have the right answer. So you could be studying something completely crazy and made up. So I would be a little bit cautious about Quizlet. If you want something for free, I would use the Kahoot games that I have on my resources tab. I'm not saying that all Quizlet is bad. I'm just saying there's no one to verify the information on Quizlet and you don't know what you're actually studying. How do I find Excel or search? Yeah. Excel solutions. I of all the state approved courses, ExamFX, Kaplan, 80 Banker, pre-licensing training, there's a bunch of them, but Excel, Kaplan, 80 Banker, Excel, those are the four big ones. Excel, I like the most. I like their questions the most. None of the courses in any of the companies do I really enjoy. The way that they write the stuff, it's just kind of confusing for most people. But I do like Excel questions. I have partnered with Excel as a state approved course. So Excel, if you have not yet, many of you already have a state approved course. Like you already have Excel, you already have Kaplan. I'm not recommending that you buy a new one. Use the one you already have. Don't spend any more money on a state approved course. You already have one, use it. Just get gold to complement it and get gold to make it make sense. But if you have not yet gotten a state approved course and you need to get one, I recommend Excel. And if you go to Excel Solutions and when you check out, for the $199 package or just their basic pre-licensing package, use coupon code QUEEN, QUEEN at checkout. You'll get $9 off and then you will get gold for free. So instead of paying $199 for Excel plus $97 for gold, you use my coupon code QUEEN at checkout with Excel. You will get gold for free. And Excel emails us to let us know that you purchased it. And then we will email you with your login details. If you don't hear from us within 48 hours, you can email us, support@insuranceexamqueen.com.
Sometimes you guys have had account, like every once in a while, we don't get emailed from Excel that you guys have purchased using our code. And that is because you already had an account with them or you were already connected with somebody else or whatever. If you email us, we'll make sure we get you all squared away. Okay. How is the gold package for life and health? It's amazing. It's definitely amazing. And for many of you, you may say, I'm only taking life or I'm only taking health. Still get the gold life and health. And we've separated the life videos from the health videos. So you know exactly what to watch and you don't get confused. And that is $97, 100 days access on insuranceexamqueen.com. M. Noli, how long do you have access after purchasing platinum? Everything I sell is 100 days. So you have 100 days of being able to ask me questions as you study, 100 days to watch your videos. Everything is 100 days. Although I think the quizzes, did they put the quizzes at 30? I think we fixed it to 100. Everything should be 100. Carissa, okay, that's okay. Mary, okay. I'm going to try to avoid questions that I've already answered. Scott, I try to keep them roughly at around an hour just because I got a baby, I got life, I got dinner. Let's see. Texas. So M. Noli, you asked about Texas property and casualty. I just want to say in the state of Texas, you are not required to get a state approved course. So you do not have to have ExamFX, Kaplan, 80 Banker. You don't need any of them. And gold is perfect for Texas. It is crazy because Wilfred also pointed this out. There's an O in there too. I'm missing his name, but he pointed out he has seen, and it's true. There are so many people in Texas passing using gold, and they're scoring like 80 and 90%. 80 and 90%. And I don't even cover state law for Texas. I cover the general state law, but I don't even cover specific state law. So if you're in the state of Texas, all you need is gold, whether it's gold property or casualty, gold personal lines, gold life and health. All you need is gold in Texas, and it is solid. You're scoring 80% in Texas using gold. Okay. Holden, thank you. Melissa is the best in the game. I'm past my exam and I'm still hanging around. Yeah, some of you guys love me. Hi, Queen. I'm not able to. Okay. Yes, please email. How many people are on your team? Meaning who responds to your email requires our support questions. For emails, we have 2 to 3 people depending on the day. Facebook page is insuranceexamqueen.com. ECOP effing Hong. I have answered your question a few times. You're going to need to email us. Email support@insuranceexamqueen.com. It's very likely a lot of people, if they're struggling like that, it's because they put in the wrong email. So if you email us, we can get that sorted out. But support@insuranceexamqueen.com, and we will help you out. All right. If you guys are down here on the TikToks, we are on the YouTube channel. That's where I'm looking at all the comments. Oh, there's so many amazing comments now. Jace says, hi, can't stay, but just want to say thank you. I passed 3 months ago using your gold package. I now have a great job selling home and auto. That is amazing. Candace says, y'all buy her packages. Best investment I could ever made. Yeah, so many people say that. If you go to Google reviews, which we at 1,999, I might already hit 2,000 by now, but so many people say they wish they would have gotten gold from the very beginning because it saves so much time. You guys might think, oh, it's $97, but do you realize like how many weeks and days and hours of your life have you spent trying to read a course that makes no sense? And you're trying to pass the test and get a job from a course that makes no sense. But if you get the gold, it makes it all make sense. You save time, you save money, you save stress, you save overwhelm only for 97. It's incredible. All right, just checking the little comments here. I have passed my test. How do I find remote insurance positions? If you're job hunting or you want to know more about that, I would use Insurance Sales Queen. Insurance Sales Queen. This is Mary. She is my bestest, dearest friend, and she helps you guys with talking about jobs and figuring out what you should be earning and how to sell and all that stuff.
So it's insurance sales queen, but really she's like the career queen, insurance career queen. So I would check her out. She has a Facebook study group, insurance sales queen. And she's also in our group, Mary Kathleen. She's in our group. If you need help, if you forget, ask in our insurance group and we'll tag her. We'll get you into that group, but insurance sales queen on Facebook. Sorry, but you haven't explained how to get Excel. I'm in Texas. Do I still need it? No. So M. Noli, you do not need Excel. It's not for the state of Texas. You guys in TikTok are getting the pencil down there. You do not need any state approved course in Texas. Texas doesn't require it. And we have had many, many people pass their insurance exam only using gold. So in Texas, you guys get to save money. All you need is a gold 97 and you can study that and pass your exam. And we have people passing it with 80 and 90% using only gold for Texas. Other states like Oregon, Washington, where state law is very heavy. And then also some states require that you actually take a state approved course. So some states like Ohio require that you actually earn a certificate that says you have completed a pre-licensing course and now you're allowed to take the state. Not every state has that. Some have it, some don't. Miss H, no lie, her videos and courses are the truth. Please buy gold. When other people are telling you, that's amazing. Invest on you. I passed on first try. Yes, that's amazing. Gold has a 90% first time pass rate. So we took a survey of people who use gold and most people passed after using gold, whether you failed many times before or you hadn't yet taken the test. If you use gold, you had a 90% chance of passing. Crap, I'm at work. I missed the Colorado PC stuff. This is my very first time in the insurance world. Make sure you go to insuranceexamqueen.com, click on PC, click on recommendations, scroll to Colorado, and I will break down the exam for you. Slime 81. I just got a 102 and needed a 105 to pass. Ugh. Okay. It is first of all, let's just say, for everybody to know, this is a hard exam. It is difficult. It is not super easy. And the state approved courses you guys are supposed to use to help you pass, it's a struggle. It is difficult to understand and learn what you need to learn from these courses, which is why I'm so successful in my business, because I solve the problem of you guys actually learning and understanding and knowing this information. And the Gold Class Series package is perfect for you guys to learn what you need to learn so that you can secure a pass. But it is difficult to study, learn, and understand this information. Most people fail. Most people fail multiple times. It is very likely that you will take this test 3 or more times to pass without me. That's just the norm. If you have me, you're way more likely to be able to pass and way more likely to pass the first time. The proof is in the pudding. Check the Google reviews, check the Facebook group. I am not saying anything that has not been validified by many people who have taken this, people on the TikTok comments, people on the YouTube comments saying, get it. It is helpful. It's the best thing I've ever gotten in terms of passing this exam. TS, how much is Excel? Their normal basic package is $199. And if you use coupon code QUEEN, QUEEN, on the checkout promo page of Excel Solutions, you will get $9 off and then you will get gold for free. Carissa, what is your best advice around brand new to the insurance world? Get gold. First of all, okay, so back to this other question. It is a difficult exam to pass. Okay. Most people fail. Most people need to take it 3 or more times to be able to pass. You've got to know that you've got to build strength and character as you're going. The insurance world is an amazing place to be. It's an amazing place to make a lot of money. Insurance is $1 trillion pie. And with an insurance license, you get to go into that industry and take a piece of however much you want. There are many 6-figure agents, many 6-figure agents. There are even 7-figure agents. There are even 8, meaning what 6-figure means you're making $100,000 a year minimum. 6 figures, $100,000 a year minimum. And there are many people in the industry making $100,000. 7-figure means you're making $1 million. There are people in the insurance industry making $1 million plus. There are people in the industry making multi-millions. in the insurance industry. So it is a place where you can make a ton of money, and it requires some character and some strength and resiliency and some tenacity to be able to handle doing business. And so if you break down after one fail on an exam, you don't have the strength and character you need to be able to cut it in the insurance industry. So you need to be able to say, I'm going to take this test no matter what. I'm going to trust that this is how it needs to be, and that I'm okay, and that I'm passing, and it's going to be great, it's going to be awesome, and like go after it and not, fall and die and crawl in a fetal position because you got a 69 when you needed a 70. You've got to have this mindset of, I've got this. It's hard, it's difficult, but I can do hard and difficult things. I can study again. I'm going to celebrate that I have a 69 because it's only 1 point away. I'm going to celebrate that I have 102 when I need 105 because that means I only need 3 more points. There are some people who need 50 some points, 60 some points. You only need 3 more points. So we've got to celebrate where we're at. We've got to honor and recognize, yes, we're doing a hard thing, but it doesn't make us a failure. There are so many people who see the word fail and then translate it to I'm a failure. But we've got to get rid of that. And I have a whole playlist on the YouTube channel. I'm on the YouTube channel now, by the way. If you guys are on the TikTok, come to the YouTube channel. But if you go to Insurance Exam Queen YouTube, there is a playlist called Mindset. So many people struggling with this exam, it's not that you need more help with content, with learning the information. You need help with your mindset. You need help with not seeing the word fail and thinking that you're a failure. You need help with being able to pick yourself off the ground when something was difficult and hard and going at it again. And so some of you will fail and fail and fail and fail until you learn that, or until you crawl away and say, okay, never mind. This is what for me, I'm going to stay small. So yeah. All right. Best advice for in the insurance world: join Insurance Exam Queen to study and pass. Join Insurance Sales Queen to get information about having a insurance career, and definitely work on your mindset. So your mindset is, let's say you schedule a call. So let's say someone's like, I need to buy insurance. I just bought a new house. I need to get insurance. I need a quote. So you're like, oh my God, this person got a new house. They're going to need insurance. I can sell them a policy. I'm so excited. So then you sit there and you quote them and you explain to them what they need, how they need an HO5 because it's the best policy. It's open perils. And you explain to them what that means. And they're like, I love all of this. You've explained all this really well. And then you hit calculate premium and it's way too much. They can't afford it. Your company is just too high and you don't make the sale. And if you are crushed, destroyed, and want to cry in a hole because you didn't make a sale today, you're not going to cut it in this business. You say, okay, thank you for allowing me to quote. If you know of anyone else who needs a quote, let me know. I would love to help them. Since this didn't work out for you and me today, go check out my other partner in another company. He might have a better rate for you. Make connections with other people. It doesn't hurt to have someone in your back pocket you can send people to because they can send them to you. It's possible that you are too high in this area of zip codes, but the other person is low or whatever, and you get to swap and vice versa. But if you think you're going to make a sale and the sale doesn't go through and you're crushed and destroyed, you're not going to cut it in the insurance industry. So some of you will fail the test and fail the test and fail the test until you learn to stand up and say, I can do hard things. I can be successful. It's going to be okay. Instead of like, oh my God, I failed the test. I'm going to give up and die and never do this again. And I'm just going to stay small. That is not the kind of person who's going to succeed in the insurance industry. And that is why some of you will fail the test over and over again until you decide to have a stronger character, to have some resiliency, to have some tenacity, to do hard things. But I will be done preaching. Okay. Crystal Marie, I was required to purchase Exam Effects through my employer. Yes, I'm going to make you do that. And I'm scheduled to take my test on the 20th. I'm in Arizona. Is it too late to purchase gold? Oh my God, no, you got 16 days. We've had people buy gold the night before. So some people have purchased gold the night before, watched every video on 2-speed and passed the exam. Since I have a background in auto insurance and was previously licensed, will getting a PC be difficult? I don't think so. PC, and you're in Texas. No, oh my God. If you're in Texas and you've got gold, you're passing. Done. Let's see. Would you recommend Excel or Gold with PSI exam? I recommend Excel with Gold, right? I always recommend Gold. Gold always. And then whatever pre-licensing course you were forced to get. If you can choose, I would choose Excel using coupon code QUEEN at checkout to get $9 off and then also to get Gold for free. Like 2 days. Perfect, Carissa. Just watch Gold on repeat. I don't know what state you're in. You may have already told me. Colorado. Okay, yes. For Colorado, Gold is perfect. Just watch all the videos. The only one thing that you'll want to focus on a little bit heavy inside of your state approved course would be state law. Because Colorado is just a teensy bit heavy on, not very much, but enough that you want to spend a good amount of time on state law. All right, I think I got all the questions down here. Well, most of the questions. Some of the questions I skipped because I kind of already answered them. If you go to insuranceexamqueen.com, you click on life and health, or you click on PNC, click on recommendations, scroll down to your state, read what's most important and how I will help you. Kathleen, taking your adjuster's test, we have an adjuster's Gold. It's my videos for property and casualty, and then Angela adds adjusting. You need both for the adjuster's exam. Crystal Marie, thank you. You sound so encouraging because 16 days sounds like nothing. Oh my God, 16 days is like an eternity. If you, I was able to get people, I would go in. This is how I know what I'm doing. This is how I'm so skilled at what I'm doing. And I was skilled from the jump. I had 100% pass rate the first live class I taught for an insurance company. So there was a company in Colorado. They had 15 to 20 people studying for the exam, and every single person passed the first time they took it. And I taught them for 2 days. I was in front of them for 8 hours on Monday and Tuesday. Actually, I think it was a day and a half. I sat in front of them for a day and a half, taught them the information, and by Friday they were passing the exam. So what I do when I teach is I teach you what you actually need to know. Like when you look at this content outline, here's part of the struggle. So this, if anybody's joining us new on my screen here, and by the way, it's easier to see if you come to YouTube. So come to YouTube. I just joined you here on my phone on the TikTokies down there. But this content outline is all the things that can show up on your test. But it doesn't mean that everything will show up on your test. And like right here, when it says aleatory, you can learn the definition. Aleatory is an unequal exchange. That could be one type of question for aleatory. The definition of it. What does aleatory mean? Unequal exchange. What does that mean according to insurance? Unequal exchange, and this is what I'm providing you example for, is how in Gold I teach you what it is you need to know. Because if you just look at this content outline and you see aleatory, what exactly about aleatory do I need to understand? I am not only going to teach it to you, I am going to share with you how it is going to show up. In what ways will aleatory be on the exam? One, it will be on the exam as a definition. Aleatory means unequal exchange. In the world of insurance, that means that the customer pays a tiny premium in comparison to the insurance company that can pay hundreds of thousands of dollars. So if we think about homeowners insurance, even if your premium is $2,000 a year, that can feel like a lot to some people. Oh my God, $2,000 a year. But that $2,000 pales in comparison to the $200,000 the insurance will pay out when that house burns down. So that's what we mean by unequal exchange. And then another way that aleatory shows up on the exam is they will give you an example question where they will say, John had an insurance policy where he paid the premium. He paid 2 months of premium for $200, and then he died. And then the life insurance policy paid out for $200,000. What does this represent? Be like, insurance? You paid a premium, they paid out the money. That's just insurance. No, that's aleatory. They're trying to show you that 2 months of $200 premiums was very unequal to the death payout of $200,000. And so when you look at this content outline, you're like, I don't know what they're going to test me on. That's what gold tells you. I will tell you, for aleatory, you need to know the definition, unequal exchange. You need to know that they're comparing premium payout to or what it cost in premium to what the insurance company pays out, teeny tiny premium in comparison to big claim payout. And then you're likely to see a real life scenario where someone pays a premium in exchange for the payout. And that is how it's going to show up on the exam. And then there are some concepts where I'm like, don't even worry about them at all. You're so not likely to see this on the exam. Like if I look at the screen right now, like reinsurance. Reinsurance is a little bit difficult to understand, not always asked on every exam anyway. So I'm like, don't worry too much about that one. But when it comes to like aleatory, when it comes to the elements of a legal contract, you want to super focus on those. So I will tell you what's important, what's not important, what you should focus on, and then a way that makes sense, a way that you can understand it. And that's what's in gold. It's available on insuranceexamqueen.com. Okay, let me scroll through some questions here. SC is heavy in state law. I think so. I don't think it's super crazy heavy, but South Carolina recently changed from Prometric to Pearson, which was a good move. What about PSI test questions 222? I don't know what that means, 222. What is the difference between all lines and producer? I don't know much about the adjuster's exam, but adjusting means that you're a person who goes in after a claim and figures out the damage and how much the insurance company is going to pay. I have heard Kentucky PC is hard. Yes, it is. How can gold help me pass? By helping you learn the information. So Kentucky is very, very hard. Kentucky makes their own exam. They don't follow all the other states that use Pearson or Prometric. Kentucky has completely made their own. And it's really difficult. And so you are tested on a bunch of things from like every section. And it's like, can be really, really hard in Kentucky. So the more you can watch gold and the more you can learn and retain and remember this, the much easier it'll be able to pass. We've had many Kentucky passers who have used gold. So I definitely would recommend it, especially for Kentucky. Oh, verify to continue. Okay. I got to move to Texas. Yes. Although Colorado is not hard. I taught in Colorado a lot. Colorado is similar to Texas. So don't stress too much. T-Hawk practice questions. What about PSI test? So I do not recommend purchasing the practice tests from the test providers. You would think that if they're selling you a practice test, it would look like the state exam, but it does not. It's just an extra way of them making money. And they're not very good. I have never heard any good feedback from the practice tests that are available for purchase from the testing centers. So I would not worry about that. Will inland insurance be on the Texas exam? Possibly, but very, very small percent. Like inland marine is not asked about very much. Inland marine is anything that's in transport over land. Ocean marine is anything that is in transport over the ocean. Inland marine, anything in transport that is on land. But the questions, commercial is not very heavy in Texas. You do not need to be, inland marine is part of commercial. You do not need to be super strong in commercial. In most states, you only need to know personal lines to be able to pass the property and casualty exam. Kimberly I'm taking quizzes with Adjuster Pro. Is that okay? Okay, so the thing about quizzes, no matter who you have, Excel, Kaplan, 80 Banker, I love Excel questions more than anyone else's questions. But at the end of the day, none of their questions actually are exactly what you see on the state exam. And some people are told, you should just take quizzes over and over and over again. No, worst advice ever. Having worked in this industry for as long as I have, it is very rare that a person is able to pass the exam by doing practice questions over and over again. It is good to use them to check your knowledge, but it is not something that I would super study and do quizzes and quizzes over and over again. When I worked at ExamFX and I answered student emails, one girl had emailed and said, I have spent hours studying and I keep failing. She's like, I keep getting 90, 100% on my practice exams, but I'm failing the state exam. So I go in and I look at her course. I look at her progress inside ExamFX, and she had spent 160 hours on tests. That's like 3 or 4 weeks of work. That's like a 40-hour work week, like an entire month of sitting down at a desk for 8 hours a day just doing questions. I was like, what? How could a person even spend that amount of time sitting in front of a test doing quizzes? I was like, that is insanity. But I literally told her, I said, just go read the text. Go read the text. Stop worrying about the practice questions. And this was before I worked for them, so I didn't have gold. I wasn't the insurance exam queen. I was the queen in training, but I wasn't the insurance exam queen. I sent her things to read, and I told her to read the text, and she came back. She passed the next time. She had just spent all her time doing practice questions, and she didn't pass. She remembered every single one of them to the point she was scoring up to 100% sometimes, but that wasn't enough for her to secure a pass on the actual state exam. So the questions in your course are not going to be the exact same questions on the exam, which is why I tell people generally to avoid questions in general. Use them to confirm your knowledge, but do not use them as a studying tool. All right, I'm going to leave out here because we just hit an hour. What part of gold must you know multiple times? T Hall, go to insuranceexamqueen.com, click on recommendations, scroll to your state, and whatever topics I have listed there are the ones that you should watch on repeat. Oh, Carissa, USAA. Okay, so you got a job at USAA, and that's where you're Colorado PC. So you're in the Colorado Springs office, which I have personally been to, and I have personally taught classes there. So that's awesome. I actually worked at USAA as my first job myself, but in the Arizona office. So who are they using? Are they using ExamFX for your class? That's who I worked for before when they were using them. All right, let me scroll through some of these comments here real quick, maybe, perhaps. How much is gold? Gold is 97. Definitely get her packages. She helped me pass both my PC and life. Yes. Okay. Her videos and courses are the truth. Yes. I think I saw that one before. Gold is 97. I got to ask that twice. But it's worth 5,000. Like when we add up the value of what's in there. And right now, it's not always for sure, not a guarantee. But right now, and if you buy it when I say this, then it for sure locks it in for you. But we might at some point change. Right now, as part of Gold, you get to attend 3 live classes a week with us. So we offer 3 live classes a week. And sometimes you can do just like if you're like, I just need 1 class on homeowners, everything else I understand. You can just attend 1 live class for $17. That's the ticket price for live classes, which is crazy because other instructors will charge hundreds of dollars for a class. I charge you 17. But anyway, as part of Gold, you can attend up to 3 live classes a week. That's what we have available. And that alone is worth hundreds of dollars. And we give it all to you for 97. At some point, we may take away the live classes as a part of Gold, but right now they're available. How much is Gold 97? I passed my adjusters. Is it broken down by state? I'm going to take the Gold isn't broken down by state. It works in every state. I traveled all around the country teaching these classes in almost all this. Well, I don't want to say every state. I didn't go to Hawaii. They should have sent me to Hawaii. But I have taught this exam all around the country. And then I supported people all around the country in the inbox. So I know what shows up on these state exams. I have taken so many of them myself. So Gold works in every state. But I do actually for I shouldn't fart into my microphone. For Pennsylvania property and casualty, we actually do have a state law document in Gold because it's highly tested. Okay. So if we get the Gold, 97 includes the 3 live classes. Yes. If you get Gold 97 right now, you will be able to attend all the live classes for 100 days without ever paying $17 a ticket. That's correct. Right now. We may change that, but right now it's included. Just wish you could do 70, 90. Lastly, the state, 4 minutes per question. Okay. All right. I love you all. I plan to be, I don't know. I may or may not be here tomorrow because tomorrow we are closing on our new house. I am so freaking excited.
dream house. This is the magic money part. Okay. So I am providing you guys immense value with helping you pass the insurance exam. And by working on my mindset, by working on my money beliefs, by working on manifestation, I have built a $1 million business with the insurance exam queen, and it is worth multi-millions. There are companies out there trying to buy me. There's some state approved companies saying, we need that chick. And I have been talking to some of those companies because they do need me. They definitely all need me to help you guys pass the exam. And so I have created in the last 2 years a multi-million-dollar business that is impacting people all over the country. And I've even spotted in Texas. Of all the places, Texas is the place where where like gold is the absolute best because you don't need anything else. You just need that. And in Emory, Texas, somebody came up in a restaurant and was like, "You're the insurance exam queen." And I'm like, "Yes, I am." And we took selfies and it was awesome. And then I went to go visit her insurance office. But anyway, in the last 2 years, I have built this epically amazing multi-million-dollar business, and I teach people how to do that themselves. There's no reason you can't do the same exact thing in your genius, in your line of passion. You don't have to be teaching the insurance exam. I got that one. You can pick something else. It's all about your belief system, your manifestation. And so one of the very first things I said when I started the insurance exam queen business was that I wanted a beautiful home on a big, huge piece of property with a bunch of deer so that David could hunt it and we can have fresh meat. And we are closing on that house tomorrow. So I super excited about that. It's going to be amazing and epic, and I will share some more details with you guys. But I don't know if I will make it live tomorrow because we're closing, I think, somewhere around 3. So I may or may not be live tomorrow, but I'll be live again on Tuesday. And little secret, now if I say it out loud, I might work on it a little bit faster. But I want to create a gold live. So I want to create basically a 2-week study program where you come to class with me multiple days a week, and then you work with Angela to secure the knowledge. And it's a 2-week study program where you come live to classes. And I'm going to be making that, and it's going to be exciting and epic. And now that I've shared it, I will get moving on it a lot faster. All right. Thank you. Congrats on your new home. If you don't, we understand. Thanks for your help. Yes, thank you. I'll see about coming live. I'll try to go live, but we'll see what happens. I love you all so much. So I'm gonna go with the baby, have dinner. Checking you guys down here. Okay. All right. Amazing. All right. So if not tomorrow, I try every Tuesday, Wednesday, 5 p.m. Central. If not tomorrow, then I will be back next week, Tuesday, 5 p.m. I love you all so much. I haven't quite figured it out, but I think it's going to be Gold Live is, so when she says Gold Live, I'm talking about a 2-week with me study session where you come to multiple classes. It's not the same as 3 live classes a week. It's a little bit different. This would be a very structured program where you come to class. No, it's okay. When you come to class with me and we talk about what we're going to learn and we go over the details, like it's going to be way more than what $97 gold. Not way more price, but way more in terms of what you get. And you get to be live with me in classes. And so I haven't figured out the price yet, but it'll probably look closer to platinum because you'll have access classes with me and stuff. So we'll see. We'll see what it turns out to be. We can't have it too big. We can't have everyone in there because I want to keep it like a decently good class size so you guys all get the attention and support that you guys need. So we will get that figured out. But I love you all. Sending you guys all the loves, all the vibes to pass the exam. You guys have an amazing day. And check me out on my other YouTube channel, Melissa May, M-A-E, Dylan. I love you all. Since I purchased gold, will you credit towards live? I'll probably have a discount in there. Yeah. Like if you already have gold and you want gold live, yeah, we'll probably have that in there. That's not a problem. All right. I love you all so much. Have an amazing day. Bye. Bye. And stream and